Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. Let's get right into this video. So what we got on Friday, key data coming out at 8:30 a.m. And first one, we got non-farm payrolls right here. Came in at 175K, less than forecast right here, 238K. And in top of that, guys, bad news is good news, right? I mean, this is just crazy how things are working here in this market. Well, unemployment rate came in at 3.9. Forecast was 3.8. And it's rising, and guess what? Market said, who cares? I'm just gonna rally off of that. So we saw a massive pump to the upside from these data that came out early in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Now, here on Dow Jones, it's up 1.18%, and big rally because of Apple stock going up 6-7%, Nasdaq going up almost 2%, S&P going up 1.26%, and Russell going up almost 1% on the day. And here's 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500, and look at this on top, guys. Completely risk on move here in the market. Well, another thing to point out that utilities also going up just behind technology, up 2.69% on Friday. Utilities also going up, basic materials, consumer cyclical, communication services, industrials, real estate, consumer defensive, financial, energy, pretty much everything in the green. But if you look at right here, guys, that is something that you need to watch. Utilities for last week, leading the way on top for the week, and then we have consumer cyclical, real estate, technology, pretty much on fourth place, but it was up green for the week. Now, energy was actually lagging behind last week. Now, here on stock market map, what do we got? Big name Apple. Right here, up almost 6% on the day. Amazon going up 0.81%. Tesla going up 0.66%. Meta going up 2.33%. Google flat. Right here, only up 0.32%. And look at Microsoft going up over 2%. And Nvidia, once again, nothing new. Green on the day, 3.46%. And you can see right here, energy not really going anywhere, but also it's not actually in deep red on Friday, pretty much just flat on the day. Eli Lilly going down after earnings 2.77%, and some of the other names like Walmart, and then we got Costco also going up slightly on the day. And then you got right here regional banks and some of these bigger banks like JPM actually down on the day, more than 0.5%. Wells Fargo going up slightly on the day, and Bank of America going up 1%. On SPY ETF, it's up 1.24%. So if you look at my screen, we got this down trend line right here. That is actually a resistant trend line. And what happened? We got multiple rejection, and then on Friday, gapping over it and going all the way up to almost 513, but not able to close above right here, 512. So going into next week, there is a huge chance we might be pulling back down to this trend line, which is going to be around 506 to 505 right here to close this gap, and that would be still considered as a higher low, and then we can still push even higher. Now the second scenario here, we still have this bear flag right here, and this thing can still play out. Now, how will that work? We get a pullback. After filling this gap, SPY ETF cannot hold 505 to 506 right here, and you see more selling, also takes out 503, and then finally takes out this low down here, 500. In that case, this bear flag will play out, and you're going to see more dump off all the way down to 495, 493, and then this gap just below 490. So watch out to the upside. SPY ETF actually breaks and holds 512, then there will be more continuation and possibly going all the way up to this high right here, and that's gonna be around 515 up to even 520. So nothing is confirmed. We just got that big run up today, and we need more confirmation. SPY needs to get above 512. It needs to hold 512 right here. Then you're going to see more continuation up to 515 and then 520. Now going into Monday's session, there will be support right here at 509, and below that this gap at 505.89, I would say in between 505 to 506, strong support, and then 503, 500, 495, 493, lower Bollinger Band, and then this gap just below 490. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing here on X. It's totally free, and you can always ask me a question if you have right here on X. And here's some fantastic plays and watch lists from Friday right here. Now these usually come out every day, 5 days a week, early in the morning, depending on what the market is doing pre-market. And you can see we actually gapped up this morning. So IWM right here came out before 9 a.m. right here. And this is what I actually played on Friday. IWM shorting at 204, 202 puts when in the money, over the money. Fantastic play. Now, if you actually played SPY ETF, you also got paid because this thing got up to 512 and then came back down to 509. Also going in the money. DIA, same thing, got up to I think almost 388 and then came back down to 385, going over the money. And then this one also came down to 73, went back up to 75, and then came down again. So this was also paying if you actually got in at the right time. And then right here, this is what I actually played, 9:31 a.m. Got into IWM, 202 puts right here for today, Friday, this week, same day expiration. And just after a couple minutes, this thing was up 78%. At the end, it was up over 100%. So a really nice trade on IWM, locked in profit and got out. And all these trade ideas are available in my watch list. Daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups are available on Patreon. And if you guys want to support the channel, then definitely check out the link down below in the description. On Triple Q, it's up 2%, so massive rally right here on Nasdaq 100, and you can see right on my screen, 50-day moving average right here, 436.39, and look at the high on the day Friday, 436.48, getting a rejection, pulling back, and now holding on to right here, just above 432, and also holding right here this previous high around 434. So going into next week, Triple Q can actually clear 436, then you're going to see more continuation to the upside all the way up to 440 and possibly even higher. Now below 436, there will be strong support at 434 and then 432 down to 430. 20-day moving average right here, 429.90 to be exact, but I would say 430 right here, and then this gap just below 428. Now, this is also looks like a bear flag, and it can still play out. We're just going higher and hitting the upper trend line. Now, if we get a pullback and Triple Q actually takes out this low down here, guys, 420, guess what? You're going to see a bigger dump off, at least down to this low right here, 413, and then we have this gap down here, 407.59. So watch out, anything is possible next week. Just because we're going higher does not guarantees that it'll continue to push even higher. We can definitely get a pullback early as next week. On DIA, it's up 1.19%, so massive gap up right here on DIA and getting up to 388, getting a rejection off of this red line, 50 SMA, and now trading at 386.77, but it's still up over 1% on Friday. So going into next week on Monday, guys, DIA can clear and hold 388, more continuation up to 390, and then this gap, at some point, this gap will likely to get filled just under 395. Now to the downside, we get a rejection off of these levels right here, 388, watch out for the support, 384, right down here, and then this gap, and also 20-day moving average, 382, strong support right here, and then if this thing actually breaks under 382, that is when you're going to see more selling all the way down to 378 and then 376. On IWM, it's up just under 1%, so you guys saw that fantastic play on IWM, shorting pretty much right at opening at 204 and this thing coming down to 201. It was really nice trade and a low risk, high reward right here on IWM, because IWM does not have Apple, does not have Nvidia stock to push this thing higher. Well, likely to get a pullback. It was up like $4 early in the morning, 2%, and now you can see it's only up 1%. So IWM here next week, guys, above 202. You should see some more continuation up to this gap, 204.47 up to even 206. Below 202, watch out for a move. And I thought this thing would come down even on Friday to close this gap at 200. It was almost there, 201.12. So almost was there. Going into Monday session, below 202, there is a huge possibility IWM can come down and close this gap at 200, and below 200 we also have support at 198 and then free fall all the way down to 193 and possibly even lower. On VIX, is down over 8%, so massive dump off on VIX. As a matter of fact, gap down on Friday, and now looks like it might be closing this gap first to the downside, close to $13, and that can happen next week. So this is gonna be a strong support level right here at 13. Now we get some sort of a bounce on VIX. Watch out for a move back up to 1458 to close this gap on top. And once we get up to 15 and VIX can hold right here, then watch out. Finally, you're going to see VIX going back up to the upside, possibly up to 16 to $18. But as long as VIX stays under 15, guys, it's a risk-on move here in the market, and you're going to see market pushing even higher, and these are just dip buying opportunity here in this market as long as VIX stays under 15. On dollar, it's down 0.21%, so nothing big, but look at this pullback on dollar and then dip buying. Came close to 104.48, the support, and then dip buyers came in and bought up the dip. Dollar went higher and now holding at 105. This previous high right here, which is going to be a strong support to watch on dollar. Now, as long as dollar can stay above 105, watch out for some continuation to the upside up to 105.67 to this negative sloping 5-day moving average. And once we get that breakout over that level, then dollar can go up to 106, up to even 106.61. Now, so far, multiple rejection, fake breakout above 106. A dollar was not able to break and hold 106. We even got, how many times? 1, 2, 3. There is like countless times this thing went above 106. But you can see gave up all the gains and now holding 105. So next week, guys, $105, that's going to be critical level to watch. Below 105, you're going to see a dump off down to 104.48. And above 105, 105.67, that's going to be a resistance to watch, and then 106. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated here on stock market.